Welcome back, everybody. Kudos to Onnit. Talking about product safety. So I crack open a glorious new bottle of Alpha Brain. They have plastic wrap on the cap. They have a foil seal. And then the cotton balls. It's like, that was quite the project to get into that thing. Anyway, welcome back, everyone. Just a quick reminder. Remember, we have the new daily newsletter. It's called the Daily Accelerator. Basically, what we tried to do, we were doing a pre-market prep newsletter. We were doing a daily break. We had like 3 or 4 different newsletters that a lot of you guys really liked. We decided to consolidate them. Definitely check out. I believe, it's set to go out every morning, 8 a.m. Eastern, I think is the time. Kind of gives you a recap of what I talked about on pre-market prep. Typically kind of touches on the weekly watch list, gives you a little bit from breaking news, and then, feature some of the content that you guys ask about. Like yesterday, a lot of you asked about, yesterday was a slow day. So, in the morning, things changed quickly with life, ATER, AHR. So during pre-market prep at 8:30, it was a little bit slower. I kept saying, 9:45, and anyway, we drop in like stuff that you guys ask about a lot. So there's that rule talking about what is the 9:45 rule, etc. So that being said, let's get started. Life, dang you, life. Still my number one watch. I was hoping, what I wanted was this to keep doing what it was doing until 8 a.m. Okay. What I wanted was kind of that, that kind of slow fade. So this, we didn't talk about life yesterday. It was during pre-market prep, it was up like 10%. It wasn't. Now, maybe some of you might have asked about life. I had some technical issues. If you remember, Slack was acting up on me. I did not discuss life in pre-market prep yesterday. Hey, remember, I have no problem admitting if I missed something, admitting I was wrong. That's another thing I always tell you to look out for, especially on Twitter. Be very cautious with these creepy weirdos that are never wrong. Never wrong. Hey, I screw up 10 times a day. I do the best I can. I minimize my mistakes. If I enter a bad setup, I stick to my stop. Hey, trading is about mistakes. And that might be your post-it note for the day, okay? You will never be perfect. Well, unless you're a genius on Twitter, okay? You're going to lose. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to fail. The name of the game is minimizing those mistakes, okay? It's just like I always use the sports analogy, okay? You're never going to have go 20 for 20. Well, I guess it's possible, but, you're always going to have it's NFL season. There's always going to be an incompletion. There's always going to be a run for negative yards. But the thing is, if you throw a bad pass, okay, throw it at the guy's feet. Maybe he can't make you're throwing out to the flat. You throw it low, because if you throw it high, that cornerback's going to jump it, and he's going to run it back 80 yards for a touchdown. When you're throwing out into the flat, you throw it low, because if you miss, it bounces off your receiver's foot, rolls out of bounds, you come back, it's 3rd and 6. You regroup. Okay, anyway. Point is, I missed life yesterday, but it's the number one today. I was hoping it would kind of continue to trickle lower to collect those shorts. The stock is very easy to borrow. Every make and bank bro is piling into this. Now, vice versa, spiked a little early. Earlier than what I like to see. But we've currently got that high at 1150. Gonna look for that dipping rip. Over or under 1150. Probably risk on like an 11 fail. So that's my number one until it dies. And life 1150 dip and rip all day. All right, let's get some questions. Let's get to some questions now that my Slack is working today. Edison asked about life. Already talked about it. Massaro asked about CVS or CVX. CVX. Chevron, yeah. Well, this is what I would say is... You guys know what I'm going to say on oil and gas. If you've been here, it's going higher. I would wait for a 100 break. And Massaro, why do I say wait for a 100 break? Key psychological levels, rule of 10, all of these things we talk about. Now, listen, the thing with Chevron, one of the lowest risk stocks out there. So if you do buy it, normally I would tell you, hey, wait for that breakout. But worst case scenario, it's a situation like Chevron, your worst case scenario is you get bored. Okay. Now, I don't know how big your account is, Massaro and everyone else. The thing with $100 stock, I'm assuming most of you have small accounts. I don't want you early because you're chewing up all your buying power on $100 stock. That's my opinion. Set an alert at 100. Oil and gas is going higher. You've heard me say it for 3 months straight. Listen, if you want to make an investment, here's your investment for the day. You want a long-term investment, 5,000 gallon fuel tank. Okay. For $1,000, $2,000. There you go. Plastic Mart has a 5,000 gallon fuel tank. Buy it, fill it with gas, and sell it back to your neighbors in 2 months. There's your long-term hold, baby. Make sure you have all your permits, okay? Listen, if you actually do that and you don't have the permits and you spill fuel everywhere and they got to evacuate your neighborhood, don't blame me, all right? What do you think? We think ATER will stick around... I would trade that red to green and or that 1850 level. You can see, Chris, I didn't draw that green line this morning. I drew that green line last night into the market close. It's funny how often technical support and resistance comes into play. And if you were on the Steady Trade team webinar, I dropped that line. One of the Steady Trade team members bought ATER into the close, and I said, hey, this thing breaks 1850, 1860, it's going to go. It went as high as like 1950 plus. But notice how that previous breakout level became support all through after hours. Just kind of interesting how these levels come into play. Now, that being said, I would look to reattack that level. Now, as always, this is also a red to green. This was one of the hottest stocks yesterday. I think the aggressive play is that red to green. The conservative play, the old man play, as we like to say, is that reclaim of 1850, 945 or later. So, I do think ATR ain't done yet. What do you think about ISEE? Was solid yesterday. How's it looking this morning? Breaks of yesterday's high, straight out of the ebook. Okay, so here, I don't know. I think it's been one day, maybe one day since I yelled at you about the ebook. But listen, 52-week highs, closes at or around the high of the day, full squeeze, high volume. This is always that break of previous days pattern. So what does that mean? 1525, 1520, probably a risk on green to red, but it's straight out of the ebook. ATER, red to greens, early, 1850s, late, ISEE, straight out of the ebook. Man, I need like one of those NWA. Somebody make me an NWA shirt, but instead of straight out of Compton, give me straight out of the ebook. Actually, I might do that. That idea is dumb enough that I might actually even get that shirt made. So, get me this shirt made, but was straight out of the ebook. Oh, there's your dad joke of the day. There's your dad that grew up in the 80s listening to NWA joke of the day. So, anyway, that's the plan on ISEE. Straight out of the ebook over last night's highs. David says MTL is my play of the day. Let me take a look. Too illiquid for me, David, but I wish you the best. So, David, not my style, but I hope it explodes for you. I can't give an opinion on a stock with 9,000 shares. Todd asking about SPRT. SPRT, my friends, we will probably end on this. Remember, this whole merger that everybody's been waiting for is coming to completion. Listen, this is what I say. And understand, we loved SPRT. I haven't done my Whitney Houston, I will always love you in a while impersonation. I'll spare you. I've made enough dumb dad jokes today. I will spare you the I will always love you impersonation. SPRT, I will always love you. You were incredible. It's probably over, okay? This merger anticipation that everybody is waiting for, it's happening this week. You were incredible. But you've broken support at 20, and it's probably going to be that long kiss goodnight. It's going to be, remember Elf, okay? I always bring up Elf because the Elf mask is still underneath my desk. I stand on Elf's head most days. It's still here. But Elf's going back to $6-7 where it should be. SPRT is going back to 10-12 where it should be. Understand what these are. Don't be a bag holder. Listen, you guys know nobody loves Wall Street Bets and Reddit more than me. But you can't become a true believer in these things, okay? You can't. We trade the front side. We ride them on the way up. But when they start pulling, look at all these. Look at SPRT has like 8 out of 10 red days. And remember, I'm here to help you. I love each and every one of you. But what's bullish on SPRT other than your desperation for this to bounce? Hope, okay? Listen. You can pray to whatever entity you prefer. Pray to Odin. Odin ain't helping you, okay? None of the ancient gods will help you in this. It's over. It's over. And I wish I could help you. But you can't bag hold pumps. This is a Wall Street Bets pump, and it's going back to where it came from. Trade the front side, in and out, not swing trades. Never at any point in the last 2 months have I ever said SPRT is an overnight hold or a swing trade. It's a dip and rip. It's a VWAP hold. It's a break of previous day's highs. It's a red to green. It's all of these things, but it's a day trade. My friends, I hope you have an incredible day. Life refuses to slow down, it looks like. Life, just chill out for an hour, all right? Let's be cool, life. Settle down. Let's open week, and then let's break the high of the day, midday, late day. But you're not going to do it, are you? You're not. God damn it. Life had my number last 2 days, man. Again, going back to where I started, I didn't give life any credence in the morning. Here again, I thought life was not going to run in the morning yesterday. I didn't think it was going to run into the close. And I was hoping I was going to get a week open. I don't know. Speaking of the gods and the universe, I think Odin is trying to tell me something here. I think it's telling me, Tim, life's got your number. Ignore it. So, anyway, have a great day, my friends. We will see you next time. Here comes 12.